Good morning, friends. My name is Deepak Sharma from Arya College of Engineering and IT, Jaipur. Today we discuss about the various parameters of our centrifugal compressor like slip factor, power input factor, stage pressure rise, and pressure coefficient. So let's start. First, we discuss about the slip and slip factor. The slip factor is a measure of the fluid slip in the impeller of a compressor. Fluid slip is the deviation in the angle at which the fluid leaves the impeller from the impeller's blade or vane angle. Slip is a very important phenomena in radial impellers, and it is very useful in determining the accurate estimation of work input or the energy transfer between the impeller and the fluid. A rise in pressure and velocity triangles at the impeller exit. Mathematically it is denoted by sigma, and it is defined as the ratio of the actual and ideal values of will velocity components at the exit of impeller. The ideal values can be calculated using analytical approach, while the actual values should be observed experimentally. So sigma is equals to the ratio of the actual will velocity component to the ideal will velocity component as shown in the slide. Now usually the value of sigma varies from 0 to 1 with an average ranging from 0.8 to 0.9. The slip velocity is given by the following formula, which is equals to VW2 1 minus sigma or VW2 minus VW2 dash. The will velocity is given by VW2 is equal to sigma VW2, where VW2 dash is the actual will velocity component and VW2 is the ideal will velocity component. Figure 1 shows the ideal and actual velocity triangle at the impeller exit and the phenomena of the slip. Slip can be determined by some other formulas like Stodola equation, Staniti's equation, Balje's formula, etc. Now first we discuss about the Stodola's equation. According to Stodola, it is the relative eddy that fills the entire exit section of the impeller passage. For a given flow geometry, the slip factor increases with the increase in the number of impeller blades, thus accounts for one of the important parameters for losses. Sigma is equals, according to Stodola, sigma is equals to 1 minus pi by z sine beta 2 divided by 1 minus phi 2 cot beta 2, where z is the number of blades, phi is equals to ratio of velocity, relative velocity at exit to the blade velocity at exit. For radial tip, beta 2 is equals to 90 degree and sigma is equals to 1 minus pi by z. Now, according to Staniti's equation, the slip velocity does not depend upon the blade exit angle and hence gave the following equation. Sigma is equals to 1.98, sigma is equals to 1 minus 1.98 divided by z minus 1 z into 1 minus phi 2 cot beta 2, where z is the number of blades and beta 2 varies from 45 degree to 90 degree. For 90 degree, beta is equals to 90 degree, sigma is equals to 1 minus 1.98 divided by z. Balje's formula, it is an approximate formula given by Balje's for radial tipped, that means beta 2 is equals to 90 degree radial tipped blade impellers. And the formula of Balje's is shown by the following relation. Sigma is equals to 1 minus 6.2 divided by zh square, zh ki power 2 by 3 ki whole power minus 1, and neta is equals to the ratio of diameter at tip to the diameter of I. Now we discuss about the power input factor. In centrifugal compressor, it is expressed by a quantity called the power input factor or the work factor, which is defined as the ratio of actual work supplied to the compressor to the theoretical work supplied to the same machine. It is also called stage loading coefficient. This relation is shown, the mathematical relation is shown below. Power input factor or work factor is denoted by psi, which is equals to ratio of actual work supply to the theoretical work supply. For ideal condition, it is equals to constant, which is equals to energy transfer divided by sigma s square, that means slip phenomena, slip factor into blade blade tangential velocity at exit square of the blade tangential velocity at exit. That means E oblique sigma s u2 square. So we can say that E oblique u2 square is equals to sigma s into power input factor, but E is equals to change in energy, so it is shown by the h02 minus h01 by u2 square, which is equals to again sigma s into power input factor, but h naught is equals to Cp T naught, so it is replaced by Cp T naught for h02. So for h02 it is Cpt02 and for h01 it is Cpt01. So Tp is Cpt02 minus Cpt01 divided by u2 square, which is equals to sigma s into power input factor. Now we discuss about the stage pressure rise. The stage pressure rise in impeller, it is static pressure rise in impeller, diffuser or and volute. No change in stagnation enthalpy occurs in diffuser and volute. The volute from H00 to H00 to H01 and H02 to H03 means enthalpy will constant, and work supplied due to stagnation, which is equals to change in enthalpy, that means H02 minus H01 or Cpt02 minus Cpt01. Now further mathematical equation and replacing the temperature by pressure ratio, we can get the value of work transfer, which is shown by the equation number 1, where R0 is the stagnation pressure ratio. Now from Euler equation, work done is equals to U2 into VW2, but from outlet velocity triangle, VW2 is equals to U2 minus VF2 cot beta 2. So now from now put the value of VW2 in the above equation, and by mathematical relation or process, we can obtain the equation number 3, where phi is the flow coefficient of impeller exit, which is equals to VF ratio of VF2 and U2. From equation 2 and 3, both are the work done equation. From equation 2 and 3, both are the work done equation. Now equating the above two equations, we get the pressure ratio that is shown by the equation number 4. Now we discuss about the pressure coefficient. First we discuss about the actual condition. It may be defined as the ratio of actual work done to the corresponding theoretical work done. It is denoted by psi p, and for mathematical relation it is shown below. For actual condition, psi p is equals to actual work divided by theoretical work, or work done per kg divided by u2 square. From outlet velocity triangle, VW2 is equals to U2 minus VF2 cot beta 2. So from Euler equation, work done per kg or W by M is equals to U2 into VW2, or put the value of VW2 in this relation. So we get and we get by mathematical process, we get the value of W by M in terms of flow coefficient phi, or flow coefficient phi, which is shown by the equation number 6. Now from equation 5 and 6, we get the value of psi p as shown by the equation number 7. Now put the value of equation number 7 in equation number 4 and get the value of pressure ratio in terms of psi p, and which is shown by the equation number 8. Now we discuss about the isentropic condition. We again take the loading pressure coefficient psi p, but now it is the ratio of isentropic work to the Euler's work. Psi p is the isentropic work upon theoretical work, or Euler's work or theoretical work, and the relation and the formula is shown in the shown by the relation psi p is equals to Cp T02 dash minus T01 divided by U2 VW2. For radial vane impeller, VW2 is equals to U2. So psi p is equals to Cp T02 dash minus T01 divided by U2 square, as shown by the equation number 3. Now but isentropic work is equals to actual work into isentropic efficiency. Now put the values of actual work and isentropic efficiency, and by mathematical relation we get the value of isentropic work isentropic work and isentropic efficiency, and by this relation we get the value of isentropic efficiency, which is equals to psi p oblique psi p divided by power input factor into slip factor. Thank you.